fans, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to talk about forms of herbal medicine and which is the most effective. Now a lot of persons have different answers. Persons think that the tea is more effective than the herbal powders or the capsule. So today we're going to talk about these different herbal medicine and what is what is the most effective. Now we can use garlic, we can use ginger, we can even use turmeric when we are cooking, right? But let's start with our first herbal medicine, and we're going to look at the herbal powders. Now the herbal powders can actually be in capsule, or they can, well, capsule or tablets, and some can also be used as herbal powders. Now if we have to think about using herbal capsule or the herbal powders in everything, in my opinion, you won't have a strong body, or your immune system will not be so strong, or different conditions can make different conditions for different things. Let's put it like that. So if person have to ask me if herbal powders or herbal capsule is the best to take throughout, I will say no, because when I can use a tonic or a tonic, let's say to clean your ovaries, I wouldn't want to give you the tablet, because the tablet or the powder will not be as effective as the tonic that is used to help to clean the ovaries or the fallopian tubes if they are blocked, or even fibroid. I will mainly use the tonic, which is basically a tincture that I will normally organize, and sometimes I walk along with the herbalist, right? Because it's not just only me, but I normally incorporate other herbalists in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and also in Antigua, so we can come together as one and to make person feel better, or their overall health is good. So what I will normally use, if somebody come in and they're saying that they have circulation problem, or if they're having they forget things easily, what I can recommend is, a lot of people may know ginkgo biloba. Now that is good for circulation problem, and it's also good as a brain food. So that is what I will use in an aspect. If someone comes to me, or someone come into the office and they're experiencing circulation problem, then I will give them the herbal powder. And as we know, the herbal powder is either a capsule or a tablet, or you can use the powder. Or if someone has problems pertaining to their lung, they have a cold and they want to get rid of the mucus, these are things that can keep in consideration, for example, the bromelain. Now it depends now on the amount of mucus, or it depends on the immune system, or it depends on what the patient bring, as in the symptoms. Then we will say if we will use a powder, or if we will infuse, or what we call it infusion. So different conditions for different things. Now for the teas, the tea is basically combining bulky herbs and add hot water on it. That's practically. So for example, if somebody comes in and they're having a kidney, they want a kidney flush, or they may have kidney stones or any type of kidney problem, then we will think about the teas in which we can combine the bulky herbs in water and boil them, right? So let's say if we have a hyssop, or if we have marshmallow, or whatever herb we have, any bulky herbs, we will take all of these together and we are going to boil them. It's a process, but you can't overboil them, so you have to know 50-50 what you what this herb is expected to, the temperature and so forth. So we will normally use tea for people who may have kidney problems, or even if you have cholesterol problems. Okay, now thirdly, we look at infusion. Now to make infusion, we have to pour boiling water over the herb. So there's a difference between teas and there's a difference between infusion. Before, as I said, teas is combining the bulky herbs together and we're going to boil them, then you drink. In infusion, now you're going to pour the boiling water over the herb, and you're going to let it seep a while. So normally, if persons come to me and they haven't done a detox, I will recommend that they do a detox. I have different things that helps with detoxification. For example, I will recommend soursop because I have a detox bush that I normally use as a form of infusion for persons who may need detox. So I just name it detox bush. It has soursop leaves in it. It also have pawpaw leaves. It also have custard apple and other leaves that I normally incorporate. So I have about 5 to 6 different leaves that I incorporate into one bag of herb that helps to detoxify the body, and I normally instruct my clients what to do and how to take them. So I will normally say, okay, this amount of herb, you're going to take 1.5 liters of boiling hot water and you're going to throw it on the herb. You're going to leave it to seep, and then when it's already seeped, when it's cool, you can drink a teacup every night. It depends, right? It depends. Also, it's always good to refrigerate because you want to preserve it. And the thing about infusion, I love infusion because you can always store it in the fridge. You can always add more water to it to get all of the contents out. And remember, I was telling you about the teas, and it depends on the condition. If somebody has a cold, you can give them the tea, or for example, the trumpet bush, you can actually boil the trumpet bush and drink it. Now, as I said earlier on, it depends on the condition. For example, if the person exhibits a lot of cold, and you can actually tell, because normally I have a scanner that scans the body and to see how the lung is affected. I have the basic scan, I have the advanced scan. So it depends on the symptoms that the client is showing. Then I can recommend the hyssop and the marshmallow in this case, and they will do just the same. Pour the boiling hot water on top of the herb and drink it twice daily, put it in the fridge and so forth. So it's very important to know each herb and which condition is best, whether if somebody has cancer, is it safe to give them the herbal powders, which is the tablets, is it the tea, is it the infusion, or now we're going to look at tinctures. Now, what is tincture? It's basically combining the herbs and the alcohol, right? For some persons, they do not like the tinctures because it's practically taking the herb and you pour the alcohol solution in the herb, and then you're going to let that drop, but you're mixing the alcohol with water and the herb, right? It's very potent, it's strong, it's effective. As I said before, a lot of persons don't like the tinctures, but for persons who, it depends. As I said, for example, if somebody have fibroid, I made it once, and it takes a very long time to be made. It's really long, but it's very potent, because I remember I sold someone from America and she went back with it, and she carried about 6 to 7 bottles because it's her and her sister, and it was a very great result. I was impressed, right? So tinctures are very important as well. So if persons may have fibroid, I normally use tinctures, or sometimes I will use the teas and then combine the bulky herbs and boil the hot water and so forth. So guys, it's very important to know. As I said, for the tinctures now, if persons don't like the alcohol, what they can do, Now there's an amount of solution that you normally take, whether if it's once a day or twice a day, or if it's 3 ounces, or if it's a teaspoon, and so forth. So I will normally tell you, okay, to get rid of this alcohol based solution, you can add hot water, but there must be an amount of hot water, so some of the alcohol will you'll get rid of the alcohol. It's not promising that all of the alcohol will be removed, but I know you want to taste the strong amount of alcohol that you will if you just leave it just like that. So it's very important that you know, yes, you can take the tinctures. If you don't like the alcohol, we can always try and get it dissolved, right? Okay, so now you know the herbal medicine and which is more effective. Now you have the fluid extracts and you have the solid extract, but that is very time consuming. It's expensive. I don't really use those two methods. However, I normally use the teas, the infusion, the tinctures, and the herbal powders, and so forth. So guys, as I said before, it depends on the condition that the person is the condition that the person is actually bringing to me. I will recommend whether if to use the herbal powders or the supplements, the teas, the infusion, or the tinctures. So different conditions for different herbal medicine. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that. Now you know that yes, herbal medicine is very effective, but then you have to know which one is best. You will not want to use tincture when you could actually use the herbal powders. You don't want to use the herbal powders and next thing now it doesn't work. The best thing you are supposed to do is to infuse. So guys, it's very important to know which form of herbal medicine is most effective for a condition. So next week, Monday, we're going to look at categories of herbal medicine. We look at adaptogens. When you talk about adaptogens, you know, the body adapting, so it increases the body's resistance to stress and it gives it a balancing effect. We're going to look at antioxidants, and we know that is getting rid of free radicals from the body. We're going to also look at astringent. Sometimes you might be wondering, when you're drinking black tea, why is it this sensation, this tightening sensation in my mouth? But then when you really realize, when you add the milk to it, you realize that it counteracts. It actually tastes better. It tastes a little more smoother. So all of those things we're going to look at next week. We're also going to look at digestive bitters. And you know, digestive bitters is going to stimulate digestion. So once once the bitters hit the tongue, the first thing the brain is going to say, oh, you need to stimulate more saliva. And once you stimulate more saliva, you know, the stomach is going to release what? More acid to break down the food and make it digest even easier. So these are some things, guys, that we're going to look at, the categories of herbal medicine. We've just looked at the form of herbal medicine and which one is most effective. So guys, I hope that you've enjoyed what I've sent to you or what I have spoken. If you have any questions, please don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to hit that bell. You know, those are my notifications. When I am on, you will know. So again, guys, thanks for viewing, and I will see you next week. Take care, guys. Bye.